There's a few points in an addict's sobriety where they might turn to therapy as part of what they're doing to provide themselves with treatment. One major time is actually at the very beginning of recovery, one of two ways. One is a person ends up in rehab or some other kind of treatment, formal treatment, and they have their very first experience with therapy. Or they have their first experience where the therapy seems to be going somewhere because they're sober now. So when people come in at that time, a lot of times what happens is they have this great discovery, like, wow, therapy is helpful. And a lot of times they come out of rehab or their early therapy experience and they just want to continue their individual therapy. And it grows deeper and it changes over time and it becomes a meaningful part of their sobriety. The other major time where people come into therapy is when they're having what some people call a sober bottom, or their trauma history catches up with them. And what that looks like is it can happen any time in sobriety, but I'm talking about people who sometimes they have 10, 15, 20 years of sobriety and some issues that either the steps or whatever other kind of program or modality they're working with hasn't really touched or gotten into. And the symptoms start to come up again of how that thing or event or those feelings have affected them over time. And so that's where I see a lot of people in my practice. And that's where a lot of times therapy can be a lifesaver. It can be a sobriety saver because it's what needs to happen. You know, the person needed to hit that place, and they have the good fortune to find individual therapy as a place to work it through.